Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Hiya Syifa Nur. Today I will presentation about the proposal with title of improving student speaking proficiency in using cooperative storytelling strategy. Okay. For the starter, there are divided to four parts. That is background of the study, research objective, significance, and scope of limitation. So let's start. The first part is in background of the study. There are four skills in learning English. They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Speaking is very important because speaking and human being cannot be separated from each other. Speaking used to express their idea and to communicate to people in civilized world. Student speaking problem can be solved by giving a lot of chance to them for practicing English either in the classroom or out of the classroom. Practicing speaking English in the classroom should be interested with appropriate technique in order to make student speaking skill can be improved and the process of learning can be enjoyable, like practicing with each other friends or with your family that have English skill, English language skill. One of technique can be used in teaching speaking is cooperative storytelling. In order to build that bridge in the meaningful situation or speaking activities, the teacher must give them a practice opportunity for proposal communication in meaningful situation. Mean learning to speak in a second language will be facilitated when learners are actively engaged in engaging communicate. According to Page, using the storytelling method, learners are exposed to the According to Peck, using the storytelling method, learners are exposed to the new vocabulary, real context, expression, and pronunciation to be used in oral production. Besides, storytelling method empower and motivates learner to improve their speaking skill by presenting a tool that is not commonly used in a Columbia in English classes. Speaking in English teaching is referred as an interactive process of contrasting meaning that involves producing, processing, and processing information based on the Burns and George. Furthermore, Richard states that mastery of speaking skill in English is seen as a priority for many EFL learners across the world because learners often evaluate their success in language learning based on how well they have improved in their spoken language skill. Consequently, consequently, different approaches have been implemented in order to increase the performance of the speaking skill in EFL learners, especially for young learners. The next part is research objective. The writer or researcher supposed to the study to have this list of objectives. The first one is to enable the student to learn English language skill and to enhance their confidence and speaking skill. So if we always repeat and repeat the vocabulary or new vocabulary in speaking, with the pronunciation it will be better and better. Second, to increase the student knowledge of vocabulary, structure, context, and grammar. Also, to develop problem-solving skill. When we read something in the storytelling will have a problem, then we will automatically will have searching the solving the problem. The third, to create interest and develop listening comprehension, and to improve pronunciation and intonation. The next part is significance. Significant in theoretical, the purpose is this research study is to implement storytelling strategy in 11th grade students at our school to improve their speaking skill, also to enhance their confidence in speaking skill and create the fluency in speaking. And in the practical part is the study can be useful for English teacher as reference to use storytelling as the medium in the teaching and learning process of speaking skill. And the benefit of this for the teacher is they are can be improved and make it enjoy for the student to hear and learning in the storytelling learning. For the part of review of literature, there are divided into three parts, and that is speaking, teaching speaking, and cooperative storytelling. Speaking in the definition of based on Richards states that the mastery of speaking skill in English is as seen as priority for many EFL learners across the world. Moreover, he adds the learner consequently often evaluate their success in language learning as well as the effectiveness of their English course based on how well they feel they have improved in their spoken language skill. Teaching speaking. An approach that has a great impact and oral production in the communicative language teaching, we short it as CLP. Unlike the audio lingual method, the CLT helps students to create meaningful phrases instead of repeating and memorizing grammar structure. The communicative function of the language is as the main objective rather than the perfect knowledge of system. PCLT encourages the development of the speaking skill by promoting interaction as a means for learning a language. It instigates learners to use the knowledge of the formal aspect of the language to communicate successfully in real life situations. Cooperative storytelling. Storytelling, the art of narrating a tale from memory rather than a reading, is one of the oldest of emotional intelligence and helps the child gain insights into human behavior. It also promotes language learning by enriching learner vocabulary and acquiring new language structure. However, storytelling can provide a motivating and low anxiety context for language learning. The storytelling tips given in this article are meant to help the teacher or as a storyteller prepares for storytelling performance for students. Because language is interactive process. Children learning a language need ample opportunity to interact in a meaningful, interesting context and play with the language while developing vocabulary and structure. They need the collaboration of their peers and teachers in creating meaningful context and negotiating meaning in those contexts. So the peers of the child and teacher have to work together to increase the creative and uh, the improving skill, storytelling skill to their language. And the next one is also the last one is research methods. The type of the research was collaborative classroom action research. Researcher collaborates with English teacher in school target in carrying out this classroom action research. It was done in four steps, namely planning, action, observation, and evaluation or reflection. There are two variables in this research. As for the subject and participant, this research will be conducted at University Chandranagar Secondary School. The grade secret it involves 25 students of the grade 11 grade who are studying linguistics as a major of the research subject. And that is for me. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.